In the previous video, I have installed the MySQL. Now, uh, when I installed the MySQL, I have found out there are some other tools that already installed. One of is the Workbench, and another. So let's see what are the tools that are already installed along with the MySQL. Here is the MySQL. So you can see here it's a command line tool, and as well as the you see here Workbench is also there. So let's open the client command line tool first. First, you have to enter the password. Enter the password. So this is a MySQL command prompt. So you can even write your query here. So suppose let's check what are the databases are here. These are the databases. Suppose I want to use one of the database, then I have a command use world. Now database is changed. Let's go tables. So these are the tables in the world database or world schema. So let's check what is inside the table. Let's type suppose city. This is the structure of the city. Then in city we have ID, which is integer, name, which is character, country code, district, and population. Similarly, you can check any table. Let me check. Type other table is country. So lots of either. So in country we have code name, continent, region, surface area, all these things. So you can use this command prompt creation, insertion, updation, deletion, or show the records to the user. And suppose let's select star from country equals to, yeah, let's see if this row is there or not. Yes, the row is there. So the code is the name is, yeah. So we are able to do everything by this command prompt. Another way is we have a user interface. Let's open this MySQL Workbench. First, you have to open this. You have to click on database, connect to database. So here this is our database. Okay, it is asking for the password. Okay, then you can see here there is a on the left hand side there are options. The left hand side, if you see here are the already default databases. You see the world database. Here we have table, city, country. Pick any one of the city. See the columns, ID, name, country. All these are the columns. So it is a graphical user interface that is better for when you want to do the very quickly. Click here, select row limit 1000. So it will show you the first 1000 rows. See here the Kabul, that all these other cities, the major cities. Click on country 1000. See the country's name, Afghanistan. Okay, click table inspector. It will show you how many rows are there inside the table, what is the data length, what is indexing, how we can create a new database or the tables. Just file. You click the option of create schema. Suppose I want to create a schema Facebook. Okay, and here you can see Facebook created. Could create the tables. Click here. Suppose my create a table user. Yes, your column is the column is third column is a email. Yes, then so you can copy this the name. How we can insert? Because we have to write insert. Insert into table name. Okay, do this query by using line. First, you have to select the database schema. The schema. Good. You see here the one row affected. Row. We have able to enter the one user. So this way you can enter the new data to a table, or you can. Okay, now let's move to the second part, how we can connect our JDBC. Able to install the connectors. See, download the connectors page. This is the page for connector. So you the connector. So the connectors are already installed with the MySQL also. So let's see how it works. I already installed this. To open this folder, so this is the connectors. I have extracted these connectors. Now first check the JDBC code, how we can write the code. So here first you have to create any class, any name. Then I am first checking the whether my drivers are there or not. For that I have to write a class.for name. Here I have to write the com.mysql.jdbc.driver. So basically it is a class. So we are first trying to check whether the class is available at the runtime or not by using the class.for. If it is not found, then the is driver not done it. So you see here that JDBC driver is not. So it means we have to first uh, set the JDBC driver for the class path. Let's see how we can set the. So is my JDBC executable jar file java. So we have to copy paste this file into JRE library ext folder. Library okay. I have to do check it again. MySQL JDBC connection demo. It's working. So it's able to connect. Just you have to copy the jar file in the Java in your Java library. If you see here also this CIT. Now let's the next some classes. So MySQL JDBC driver is registered, and then you have to create a connection. For that connection, driver managers and the driver manager class function get connection. So it will connect to this database. So I have a server, MySQL server on local host on my own machine, having the port number 3306. We have already when I installed the MySQL, I asked you to note down the port number. So the port number is 06. So port number is running on my machine. It's the local host. This is JDBC driver, so that's why JDBC, and this is a MySQL database. That's why call on MySQL. So basically, it's the address of your schema. Here the schema name. Let's change the schema. My schema, I have two schema: Facebook, world. So you can connect to anyone. So suppose I'm to the Facebook root, and then password. The connection to database is established. Okay, so it okay, so connection is database established, connection closed. So we are able to connect to our application. So that's all. Till now we are able to connect to our application. The next class we will see how we can connect to the tables inside a schema.